Hey,
Howdy, everybody.
Welcome to Southern Sisters.
Yes.
Um, I'm Jennifer or Froggy. You know Sherry,
I'm
and
Sherry.
Yeah.
and, and that's Connie. Maureen has tried to be with us, but she is located in Florida,
Okay.
and she doesn't have any internet. So she may try to join us later, but I don't know. But Maureen has tried to join us. So
Yes.
with any luck, she'll try to join us again. I don't know. But prayers
Hi,
for everyone.
Rita. Hi, Amy.
Hello, Rita
Hi.
and Amy.
I
And
got
Chris.
everybody. I cannot see the chat for some reason.
Yes.
I don't know
Hi,
why.
Hello,
Beth.
I've
hello,
touched.
Beth. You could
I,
just take our cue on who it is. Connie can't see the chat, so I'm going
yeah,
to
I
let her
think
know
so.
that it's Linnea's Design Rita, Crafting Adventures with Amy, Chris's Kaleidoscope, and Elizabeth Toller.
Yes,
It is
yes.
wonderful. And Crafty Corner, Sharice, it is good to see you. And
Welcome.
Mary's Crafty Corner has come in.
Hi,
Welcome.
Mary. Hi, Sharice.
Hey, hey.
It is
That's
good to
I'm
see you
Mary.
all. And of course, it is a squirrel raid.
Yes.
So we'll just sit here and say hello to everybody as everyone starts to pile in. We trust that you guys have been having a lovely week.
It's been
At least we
beautiful,
hope so.
beautiful, beautiful. Crisp, cool mornings down in the upper 40s and up to about almost 80 here in the daytime. Oh, that's my cup
Yeah,
of all right there.
We were in the
I,
30s and we had frost this morning.
Well, they're
we
saying
had a
next week
frost
for us.
warning this morning. We were at 32, and it got up to the 60s.
Ooh, that's
Hey, VJ.
Hi,
little,
VJ.
little chilly. Yeah,
Yes,
we're supposed to have the frost next week though, so
but I'm enjoying the cooler weather.
I love it. I love it.
I am enjoying the fall weather.
Yes.
Living in New England, I have this saying: I love the fall, but I hate the fall because winter's right behind kicking its butt.
Oh, yes, yes. So you get all
Uh,
the snow and nasty and
Yeah, I
oh,
do, and
rough
I'm not
thick.
happy
Yeah,
with it.
that's wonderful.
well, Rita said, "Oh, yes, I have had a productive week, mostly in bed, but I have finished 2 pairs of socks and wrist warmers. That's wonderful, Rita."
That's
Oh,
awesome, Rita.
Rita, have you not made it where you can walk yet? Bless your heart.
Uh,
I'm so
I just,
sorry.
Ah,
at least she's been productive.
Yes, yes. You always keep your hands busy even when them feet don't work no more.
Oh, Rita said on her PC now there is a light snow in the air. I keep looking, but I don't see anything. Hello, Zoila, she says, Greeny D, right?
hi,
Ooh,
Zoila.
got the squirrel raid.
Zoila, you are amazing. It's wonderful to see you. Sharice says it is 3:40 a.m.
What are you doing up?
Wow. I don't know of
Sharice,
anybody I want to get up that early and look at.
you need to get some sleep, sweetheart. We appreciate you being here, but I think you need to go to
My
sleep.
Lord.
Oh, oh,
Oh
Lord.
my goodness. That's wow.
No
Oh
way.
my. Bless your heart.
Well, I can't say anything because I get up at 4 o'clock every morning.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't
but
say
you got
anything.
goats, animals.
No, honey, I sold them in July.
Well, they still got animals, though. You got
I got
Yeah,
chickens, but you
yeah,
know,
she has chickens, but she doesn't have to get up that early.
ah,
But still,
still.
that's
yeah.
awfully early.
But I get up at 4 just in case anybody's on Zoom.
Yeah, sometimes I'm there. Sometimes I sleep late.
Sometimes there's nobody there, which is, I'm there for everybody.
Yeah,
Yes,
You
you always
guys were
have
there
been.
for me.
we
You
always
always
will.
have. Yeah.
Rita said we have 36 degrees Fahrenheit now, so it's getting colder.
Ooh, that is.
Oh,
36 is kind of warm
Well, she'll
for
be
the afternoon.
snowing. Yeah, she'll be snowing before you know it.
Yeah. You're going to be getting some cold weather soon.
Mm.
Rita, you are, I can say we're cold, but you
Uh,
definitely get a lot colder.
I could not live somewhere that it snowed.
no,
I couldn't do it. I couldn't.
Yeah, no,
no.
when I retire, we're going to Tennessee. Tennessee,
Mississippi.
yeah,
I'm Mississippi, honey. It don't
Oh,
snow here.
maybe if I can find a place.
that would be
I'll
fun.
look for you. I'll
Sharice
look.
says, I slept at 10, then woke up at 12, so that's enough sleep for me.
Oh,
Study, 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 plus,
For the Durga Puja, they get up and beat drums like crazy, so loud.
yes.
um, I,
It's
I'm sorry,
India.
I forget. Where are you at, Sharice?
She's in India.
Yes.
Oh, in India. Okay,
Yes,
I get it now.
yes. That would be wonderful. Thank you so much, Soila.
Thank you,
Rita
Sheila.
said she can get down to negative 30 Celsius easily.
Good
That's
grief.
pretty chilly.
What's
That's
negative 30 in Fahrenheit?
I'd have to Google it.
Mm.
that's past chilly. That's cold as hell,
Mm.
bro. Lord. Ooh.
Well, I'm currently 66 Fahrenheit, so it's nice outside. You're preparing for winter, making sure you have winter clothes. That's wonderful.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. I appreciate
I
the
don't
fact that you're
suppose
doing that.
I don't suppose you could have enough winter apparel if it got that cold.
No.
You know, you around here now, around here, a long sleeve or maybe a flannel shirt
Mhm.
is the normal. You
Well,
know,
for you,
it gets cold enough that you need a jacket at sometimes, and it has been where you needed a coat, but not all the sweaters and boggins and scarves and gloves and you know, I haven't seen that since I was a little girl.
but we
I,
need coats and scarves and hats here. But I'm in the mountains. It's a little
yes,
different.
yes.
Um, Sometimes I get as cold as they do in New England. Sometimes I don't. It just
Well,
depends.
so minus 30 is minus 22 Fahrenheit. So I get you, Sister Rita.
Yep.
Yeah, that's past chilly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We go into
Yeah,
negatives.
Yeah.
that's when I start to put a hood over my head and I wear one extra layer, but I wear um, quilted jeans.
Yeah.
That's when I
Yeah. We
say, no, ain't nothing I need out there that bad.
we just wear extra layers and go about our business. It's
Yeah,
no big deal.
yeah, I just put on my quilted pants and a turtleneck and a sweatshirt and my jacket, and I'm good to go.
Oh no. You do, I would be walking like the kid on the Christmas story, you know. It just wouldn't work for me. It just wouldn't work.
Oh wow, Sharish. Oh my. You have went crazy winters over there. Bless you. And hurricanes in the wintertime. That would be awful. Oh my.
Hurricane in the
Mm,
wind.
Goodness gracious. That's when you put on a layer with wool under. Yes, we do
yeah,
that.
I don't wear long johns, is what we call them down here
Yeah,
or up here,
yeah.
but I do have a Carhartt onesie
Mhm.
that I do wear, and no, it does not have a trap door.
And don't got
Mine
a
does.
trapdoor.
Mine is a trapdoor. I like to sleep in them.
In your
Yeah, but
car.
mine isn't pajamas. Mine's a Carhartt stiff material.
Oh, mine's not super stiff, but I've had it for a long time. Um,
I wondered how in the world Joey liked those Carhartts snuggled up in the bed with him.
I wore my long johns to bed too. Just one pair of long johns. They're comfortable. They've been washed so many times.
But a Carhartt is a jacket. Is a tan.
They
It's
make jackets. They make um
real thick and tough.
No, they make long underwear.
yeah,
Oh,
they make
really?
long underwear too.
Hi,
Cool.
Laura.
They're not as stiff as they used to be. Hi, Laura.
Oh. Hey, Laura.
It's good to see you. Well,
I can't handle
yeah.
the coat.
Oh yeah, they're really nice.
Okay.
Um, I have a Carhartt hoodie, zipper hoodie, and my heavy coat is a Schmidt, which the company's older than Carhartt is.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I have a Schmidt, and it's very heavy coat. Um, but I haven't needed it since the polar vortex came in my area.
yeah,
I just
that's
wear my Carhartt. It's lined zipper
Yeah.
hoodie.
yeah.
I mean, you guys have
Really,
seen me in my get up
yes.
for
Oh, yeah.
wintertime.
Yeah.
But um it's like now I just go down with my Carhartt jacket and a hoodie because I go down after I get ready for work, and of course I wear nice clothes to work,
Dress clothes. Yeah,
dress clothes, business casual.
yeah.
So I wear that over my regular clothes, and now that I don't have the goats, I don't have to worry about the stinky boys
Are getting headbutted over into the mud.
Yes.
or being headbutted. Yeah, yeah,
You know, Mary, it's nothing for me to wear flip flops, crop pants, and a hoodie in December.
uh-uh.
But I'm a
Foxy.
local, and we're used to this
Yeah.
time,
Well,
this weather here.
They do.
that's here. We
So
don't. The last time it was really cold here. I mean, really bad cold. I think it was like 1990, and we had an ice storm, and it
mhm.
was horrible. It was horrible. No, not a ice storm. It was a like a windstorm. It was
Ah,
out of the Arctic or something. I mean,
Yeah.
the wind would not stop. It was constant.
oh, how
We
awful.
got
I
oh
moved down to Florida in 2010 from Vermont, and
You brought it with you.
yeah,
brought it with me,
yeah,
and it we left in a nor'easter,
yeah,
and it followed us all the way down to Florida. They had 6 inches of snow that
Wow.
melted the next day.
yeah, yep.
But people, I tell you, I'm
Crazy.
wearing a hoodie. I'm wearing a hoodie and snow boots, and they've got hats and parkas and scarves and big old gloves. And I'm just looking at them going, it's not that cold. It's only 32.
I lived in Louisiana. I lived in Louisiana for 2 years, just outside of New Orleans, and I still remember them in January wearing their coats and bundled up, going to work, and I'm looking at them like they're plumb nuts
Uh-huh. I
because it's
worked
like
in a convenience
68,
store down there.
it's 68, 67 degrees, and I'm in my short sleeves,
Yep.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
going, it's not cold,
Not that bad.
I
you
wore
know.
a t-shirt with a hoodie and jeans, and I'm looking at them like they're crazy, and they're looking at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah,
Cold? I said, this is nothing for me.
yep.
Oh, Zoila, it doesn't bother me going out in my pajamas. I mean, I'll wear pajama bottoms and a t-shirt, and I don't care.
I
So
But
guess
it's
I'm
down
just
there
way
in
too old.
Louisiana was nuts, though. They're out
I'm
there,
way too old.
you
I
know.
won't go out in my PJs.
yeah, boy, in a
No,
heartbeat.
Oh, I've gone to the convenience store, but if you got to understand, mine are just pajama bottoms and a regular shirt,
that's what mine is.
Yeah,
But
and I
I
don't care.
won't leave the house. I just can't. No matter, even when it's pajama day at work, I just can't.
Oh, no.
Yes, in the 60s, Zoila. And they were freezing cold in their coats, and I'm like, are you nuts?
Ooh, yeah.
And then
True that.
they thought I was nuts because in the summertime I was dying of heat,
Yeah.
you
Thank you,
know.
Chris.
I mean, they were crazy. But I do want to say thank you to all of you who rated us. This is for
Yes.
you. So thank
Oh,
you
look
to all
at
of
that.
you who rated us. You guys are wonderful.
Mama rolls eyes at you when you go out in PJs. I would be your mama.
You know what? My husband doesn't care. He says, if you want to go out looking like that, that's your business.
Uh-huh.
I
My
said,
mom's
that's
the same
fine.
way.
So, why we're here today, or one of the reasons we're here today, is Crochet for Charity.
Yes.
Yes, we want to talk to you guys about doing your work, obviously, to help people.
But it's not just Crochet for Charity.
Mm-mm.
And I did a little homework, which I never do homework. There's so many other ways of doing charity.
Yes.
And with the hurricanes, and we know that Florida and North Carolina, South Carolina have been hit really, really hard.
And
And
Georgia.
Georgia.
And Georgia. A lot of the southern states have been hit. Um, and Zoila, I'm going to put you to work today.
Uh-oh.
Oh, thank you, Zoila. She can't,
If you want to do it.
You got to make her a mug.
Oh, I thought she was.
No, you got to go to your channel, your
Oh yeah,
YouTube
that's
channel,
right.
Yeah, you're on your channel today.
your
I like
YouTube channel, the 3 dots next to her.
I got her.
Woohoo! No
Add
excuses
his mother.
now. No excuses.
And you can do it. And Zoila is fantastic.
You are now a moderator, Zoila.
There you go.
Girl.
Give it a twirl.
Okay.
Shake it out.
From the North Carolina Department of Public Safety,
I'm going to go ahead.
we have the American Red Cross, and they do so much with our disasters, with all the disasters we've had in the United States.
Yes. They do
Um,
everything too.
they do everything.
Not one
Everything.
specific thing. Anything from clothing to transportation to housing to medication. Anything they can do, they will help you with.
Exactly. The North Carolina Disaster Relief Fund, and they are managed by the United Way of North Carolina. Hi, Michelle.
Good
Hey,
on-
Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
See, you made it. We were talking this morning. She goes, I always end up waking up an hour late.
Oh,
And you got up in time, honey.
set an alarm
I'm
today.
just going to put the names of the places before we grab the links.
Yeah. The North Carolina Volunteer Organizations Active in Disaster.
What's the name
And
of it?
I can give you www.ncvoad.org/members.
And folks, this is just a small portion of the people that are helping these states. So
Yes.
if you want to look it up yourself and pick a particular one, by all means.
Yes.
By all means, go ahead.
So, Zoila, hang on. Zoila, If you could grab the Red Cross link and drop it in the chat, grab the United Way of NC link and drop it in the chat. I'm going to put what links you need to get to drop in the chat. Thank you.
And a lot of people forget about our furry friends.
Yes.
The Humane Society of the U.S.
You have to think about when you lose your home, where is your pet?
Yeah.
If you don't have time to grab your pet or grab your children, then sadly a lot of animals are displaced and they never
Yes.
make it back to their owners. But as long as they can get to the vet, get to somewhere that's taking
Yeah.
care of them, they can
Yes.
scan them for a chip and they can get them back home.
See, that is how my mother and father-in-law got their dog
Yes.
during Katrina.
Yeah, because a lot of families can't get reunited.
Right. She was a puppy that
Oh,
they just, but she had a beautiful, wonderful life.
yes. That's
And
all
she
that
passed
matters.
away while I was in Atlanta.
Oh,
Thank
But
you. Thank you. She got one of the links.
thank
go
you,
ahead.
Zoila.
Go ahead,
Now,
Sherry.
now when you help these places, what you can do is you can donate money. You can sell some crochet items, donate the funds. That's a really great way to do it.
Yes.
You can contact them and see how you can help,
Yes.
because some of
A
them
lot
just
of
want donations of stuff like
yes, a
water
lot of take
or
the
clothing or blankets or toiletries.
a lot of them take crochet items,
Yeah.
Hmm.
gloves, scarves. If it's cold, they'll take the beanies. They'll take
Yes,
throws. They'll take anything to keep somebody warm when they don't
yes,
have anything.
Anything.
It doesn't matter what it is. They will take
yes.
anything to help people. And it's
Um.
not cold right now, but all the same, it's
You know,
they keep this stuff from season to season because
they
they know
do.
they need help.
Yep.
I mean, like the Humane
Non-perishable
Society.
foods.
Yes,
Yes,
non-perishable foods.
oh,
Yes,
yes. Not, Humane Society will take things like dog food, cat food, other food for other types of animals,
uh-huh.
be it horses, goats,
Yes,
chickens.
Yep.
But they will also take blankets for the
Yes.
animals to sleep on,
Yes.
horse blankets,
Um.
blankets for cats and dogs.
They're also contracting for um housing for these animals.
yes,
Fosters,
yes.
foster.
Fostering.
What have you maybe you
If
can
you have a
foster?
barn that you can add a couple of
Yep.
horses or cows or sheep or goats or any other animal, they
Just
will do that.
even
That's
just a
amazing.
few days will make a world of difference to somebody that's trying to find a home for themselves. That gives them a little peace of mind that their
Yeah.
animals are being taken care of while they're taking care of their families.
Right.
So,
Especially all the people whose homes were destroyed.
yes.
Their homes are destroyed.
And if
They
their
don't
fields
have
are underwater, what are they going to do?
they
Yeah.
have nowhere to live. They
Yep.
need water for these animals. They need a place to put the animals. They need supplies for the animals.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Anybody that has animals and takes care of animals like Sherry does every day knows exactly. And Froggy, you have kittens, and I have a dog. You have to have food. You have to
Yeah.
have bedding. You have to have if there's something wrong with them, you have to have medication for them.
Medications. And that's a
It's
great, that's something great, Connie. Medications for animals.
yes,
I
We
have to have
always do,
money. Go ahead.
we always donate for the humans, but I'm more Yes, I love people, but
Yeah,
the animals are in my heart.
they didn't ask to be here.
No, um, they need medications,
Yep.
food, blankets, bedding.
My grandmother told me a long time ago about animals, concerning animals, that if you have a pet, you have friends.
Yeah,
You have other friends. You have other people that you can speak to. You have family. You have anything. But that pet only has you.
Yes.
That's it. That's it.
I mean, something as simple as flea and tick medication
Yes,
or
absolutely.
yes,
heartworm medication.
Yep.
Um,
yes,
Yep.
that's something that they need.
Yep.
But, I agree. You know what? The humans need their medication. I know for
Abs-
certain I have medication that's life or death for me.
yes.
And
yes,
insulin. I can't live without it.
Exactly.
Um, but there are medications for, there's animals on insulin.
Yep.
yes,
Yep.
Um,
There are.
they can't speak for themselves. We have to speak for them,
That's right.
and
Yep.
we have to help them. I
We're
mean,
always right.
a lot there were veterinary clinics that were wiped out by the hurricane,
Yes.
yeah,
and there's nowhere to serve these animals. It's very sad.
The
and
animals that were being sheltered at the veterinary clinics have had
Mhm.
yeah,
to go elsewhere, and the elsewhere that they went to got destroyed as well. So,
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's really, really bad when things like this happens, where it's state to state together like this, 3 or 4 states, because one state will send their animals to the next one,
Yes.
to
yes,
try to beat the storm, so to speak. But when it hits 3 or 4 states all together, then there's no way that they can get that many animals into protection, into somewhere where they'll be safe. And there's
yes.
not that big an area. There's not.
Yep. Well, this is for Greeny D. Thank you so
Hi,
much
Granny
for coming
T.
in. And thank you
Granny.
for sending some of your raiders over. This is
Yes,
for
ma'am.
Greeny D. So just stop and think about how you can help these other
Yeah.
places.
There's
And
a
what else is on your list?
lot of ways.
Um, for the national support nationwide, of course, we've got the American Red Cross, the Salvation Army, AmeriCares, Rebuilding Together, and All Faiths Food Bank.
There's so many ways that people can help that you don't have to send them money. I like,
No,
I'm broke. I can't do anything. Okay. Go in your pantry. You got 4 cans of green beans. Take
give
one
them
out,
two. Give them one.
give them
Give them
two,
two.
1 or 2. If you got
I mean,
4 cans
yeah,
of corn, give them 1 or 2. It's that give and take there that helps people. That
Yes,
helps people make it through the hard times. Hard times.
it
And I am
is.
by no means an advocate for any of these uh, places that we're talking about. It's just near and dear to my heart because there's a lot of tornadoes in Mississippi too,
Yeah.
and I personally have been affected before, so I know how hard it is to wake up to nothing.
yeah.
I mean, you just never know.
No, you do not. We're not
Yep, you
promised
never
a
know.
trip. Yeah.
And then the last one I have is for Florida.
Hmm.
Yes.
It is the United Way of Florida, and it's under the Florida Disaster Fund.
And you don't even have to try to help a big place. you know what I'm talking about, like a big, the Salvation Army or whatever, Red Cross. My little bitty small town takes up donations for anybody that wants to give anything during Christmas time to give to needy families that can't afford to get maybe presents for parents or presents for children or whatever, you know. And it is such a blessing just to be able to work all year long. What I don't give to somebody else, I give to them.
See,
I
that's
give,
the same. That's the same. I work in a nursing home,
yes,
and we have a box on each floor, and visitors have come and put non-perishable food items when they come to visit their loved ones on each of the floors.
yep,
Have come and put something in those boxes for um, Florida, North Carolina,
yep,
everything.
yep.
I'm sorry, Beth.
And you have to remember too that all the something that's close to my heart, I will say. I recently lost my husband, and we went through a hospice house. They will take any kind of crochet blankets, throws, anything like that that you can donate to them because it gives a homey touch to that hospital room. Makes
Yes.
you feel closer to home. You know that you're welcomed where you're at. You're not just accepted because you're a patient. You're welcome. So any hospice house anywhere, all you gotta do is call them. They'll tell you exactly what they will take.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zila.
Thank you, Zoila.
I'm going to start dropping the names of some places that you can donate your crochet to.
Yes.
It's going to be way too much for Zola to grab the links, but I'm going to start dropping some
Hey,
places.
she's a good woman. She may get them
Yes,
all,
she is.
honey. She may get them all. You never know.
So Sherry can read them off as I drop them.
Okay. Project Linus. They
Yeah.
provide blankets
This
to
page is
children
not
in
safe and
need.
ready to read. Yes.
Yep.
And I'm getting the next one, which is really,
Project Linus is a good one. I like
I
that.
like Project Linus.
I do too.
I have donated to them before. This is a nice thank you. And then I have another one.
Blinky Patrol makes blankets for children who are hospitalized or in foster care. I have a lady who is one of my residents who was in foster care for most of her childhood. If
That's
this had been
cool.
around when she was young,
It makes a difference.
it does.
It really does.
Warm Hearts, Warm Babies provides warm crocheted items to babies in need.
That's right. That's right. Especially newborns that are dropped off at a fire station or an
Yes,
emergency room or a police station
Yes.
that young the mother just for whatever reason, it doesn't matter what reason, drops the baby
Lots of
off.
Love makes caps for cancer patients.
Definitely, yes, they do. Definitely.
This
And if
is
you
a
like,
nice one. I have a lot of them. This is a cool one. I'm gonna check into this one because I think I could do that.
Snuggles Project provides blankets to animals in shelters, and you can do that all year long
Yes,
for your shelters in your own town or in your
that's
own
right.
county.
That's right. That's right. You don't have to wait on a disaster. You can be helping in your own neighborhood for your own people all year long. All year
And
long.
you don't have to wait until you have 10 or 20 things either.
Oh, oh,
Send one or
Yeah,
two things in.
yeah. Because they're constant and constantly in need. It's not like everybody waits till Christmas time to get sick or everybody waits till Christmas time for their house to catch on fire. No, it doesn't work like that. It's all
No.
year long. All year
The
long.
Pink Slipper Project. They make slippers for women and children in shelters.
Wow, that's a
Knita Square makes blankets for orphaned and vulnerable children in Africa.
and speaking of helping your own community for the children, if you don't know anything else to do, the ladies that does amigurumi, and I know there's a bunch of you out there, so don't even look at me cross-eyed like you ain't. Make a amigurumi. Just a little teddy bear or a little whatever.
Yeah,
And the first policeman that you run across in your town, stop and say, would you mind putting this in your trunk? And the next family that you run across that has a small child, give it to them.
yeah.
Give it to them. They will be
Project,
more than happy to donate.
yes.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I promise.
Project Robbie makes blankets for children with cancer.
Yes. Oh, and don't forget the Boggy Creek thing that they do.
Yeah, the Boggy Creek too.
I hate
Some
to
of
do
these,
this, but I have to pop out.
yeah, just some, yeah, I'll be right here.
She's got the list, though. I can't.
I will do the list. I will go through it. Hang on.
And
I'm
I
just
can't
grabbing
read the
another
chat,
link.
remember? So I'm just
Not
going
a
to sit here and
problem.
look pretty.
Not a problem. You sit and look purdy.
What is that
I'm
look
just,
pretty? What is
I'm
talk,
just,
folks?
I'm gonna grab another one. So she read Project Robbie,
Yeah,
and then the next one I've got is called the Peyton Heart Project. It makes heart-shaped pillows for children with heart conditions.
that's wonderful.
And
And
then I've got
they
Warm Up America, and they made blankets for
yes,
adults or any people in need. That's pretty amazing.
it is
Um,
very amazing.
there's also the Red Scarf Project,
Yep.
and they send scarves to college students who are estranged from their families. Now,
And there's
that's
a lot of
really
that.
nice.
There is a lot of that.
I like the fact that they send scarves to college kids.
Because, you think about it, how scared you are at that time in your life. You just graduated high school. You're not an adult. I mean,
No.
you're not an adult. You're missing your mom and dad. You're missing their sage advice, their help, their inspiration, their leaving up behind you, So, yes,
Yeah.
it's nice to have somebody thinking of you.
So I read the Red Scarf Project, and then there's one below it.
Uh-oh, you're muted. Do it one more time. Hit the button one more time. There we go.
Here we go.
There we go.
I did the Red Heart. I did the Red Hearts Project. So go ahead.
Operation Gratitude sends care packages to troops overseas.
That's wonderful.
I have done that one. I
That
have
is
family
amazing.
that are veterans.
Yep. That is such a good one.
Warmth for Warriors makes blankets for veterans.
That's
Mm-hmm.
And with that, you can also blankets, hats, gloves, scarves, sweaters, whatever to your VA, your local VA center.
They will take them.
Yes. Just make sure
They
you
do.
call ahead of time and ask them where do you bring the donations, where would they
Yes.
like them dropped off. Get with them first and let them know that you're bringing it. Don't just show up on the doorstep and say,
Right.
you know.
Careware makes hat and scarves for cancer patients.
Oh,
Alice's Embrace makes blankets for people in need.
that's anybody in need.
I mean, I told you I have a lot of them. I know about a lot of places
There's so
that
many
you can donate your
people.
crochet work to.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
so many people need help. It's not that they're begging. It's just that many people in the world need help. They
Yep.
really do.
Crochet for Cancer makes hats and scarves for cancer patients.
Yeah, I think we already had that one. It's still a good one.
Um,
Yes.
and Zoila put in knots of love.
Yes, I had lots of love
Okay.
up above.
Okay. Sorry, I
And
had to go check on the pork roast.
That's
oh,
okay.
it's not a
And don't burn the
problem.
dinner. No, don't
I,
burn the dinner.
I just wish I had some.
I'm telling you,
Mm.
This is
Uh-huh.
a nice place.
I think I'm gonna have a liquid supper.
Comfort for Critters makes blankets and toys for animals in shelters.
Yes, yes. And if you're of a mind to, when you donate to the animals in your local shelter or anywhere, if you have a few minutes, go inside and ask them, do they need help? Is there anything you can do to make their load a little lighter? Because they will always take somebody to walk the dogs.
Yeah.
Well, the other
Somebody.
Many local organizations accept crocheted items for charity, such as homeless shelters, hospitals, and nursing homes,
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
especially around Christmas time.
Yep.
yes,
Yep.
yes, very much so.
Sneaking up on us so damn fast. You ain't
Yeah, it
got
is.
time every year to get it done. Bro, don't,
Nope.
you know, ooh, it'll be
I,
here before we know it.
I'm looking for my paper. I must have moved it. I'm doing something that's considered for charity
Less than
for
2 months.
Christmas.
Less than 2 months.
Well, it's for Christmas. I am making a bunch of small amigurumis
Yeah.
and putting them with a card, and I'm sending them to Sherry because Sherry works at
I'm
a nursing
nursing home.
Yeah.
home. And this is, I'm making as many as I can, but this is for her to give to some of her residents that their family doesn't visit them or they have no family. It's up to her entirely who she gives them to. I'm not, don't care.
And I do suggest do not put even the safety eyes on them.
I'm not. I'm embroidering them.
I'm just saying for others.
For any nurse.
Um,
Yeah.
use thread or uh,
Or
yarn to make the eyes or the nose or whatever, because a lot of Alzheimer patients
Mm-hmm.
chew or put the items in their mouth. And even though it says safety eyes,
sometimes they're not.
They're not. They can eat them.
they can come off.
Safety
And
eyes are recommended for 4 and above,
Yeah.
um,
but not for someone with Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
yeah, they a lot of times we play bingo, and you will see them take the bingo chip and put it in their mouth and chew on it. And we have to literally rush over, put our hands in their mouth, and pull it out.
For their own
And
sake.
for their own safety.
Yeah.
If I don't usually work on the Alzheimer unit, but my friend does, and she has had to do that. And her, the stress level working on that unit would send
Gotta
me
take.
into
Oh,
stroke unit.
yeah. I can't
So,
imagine.
yeah.
Yeah. Because it would
So
be
if
like
you
having
do,
to babysit 101-year-olds. You know? Oh, Lord.
my oldest resident on my floor is 102,
Oh,
and I have
been
never
adorable.
seen anyone with the amount of what is I'm not sure. She digs, she scratches
Yeah.
because she is so stressed, even though it's I don't understand why she's stressed. She all her cares are taken care of.
And
She's
she's
got somebody there with her all the time.
Yeah.
Um, I take her for walks and just get her from being sitting in front of a TV. I take her out of her room and take her for a walk, and she's fine. But when she sits for an hour, she gets, um,
Fidgety.
huh?
sounds like she's fidgety.
Fidgety.
Yeah. There's what's that word that people? Sorry, my brain isn't working.
Have
That's
anxiety.
okay.
Anxiety. She gets anxious, and
Anxious.
she just starts digging at her forehead.
Ugh, that's
And we've
Mm,
had to bandage her forehead because she's drawn blood.
that's awful.
And
yeah.
and I feel so bad when I can't just leave whatever activity I'm doing with a whole group that I can't take her and just sit and talk with her and hold her hand. I give her a fidget blanket.
Yep.
I've given her balls to hold on to and to play with. But at 102, she is in her own
World.
world. But that is the elderly and animals are my special
Yeah.
heart place.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Some other ideas for you guys, if you're interested. If you have a nursing home or a veterans, a VA near you, you can take in your crocheted items, make sure that everything's knotted and all the ends are woven in.
Yep.
Please don't use safety eyes because you never know. But for the ones that are more able, you can take in large print books,
Yep.
large
Yes,
print puzzle books.
yes,
They
Prosperity.
would be greatly appreciated. Yes, large print puzzle books.
Yep.
Um,
absolutely.
they are found at the Dollar Tree.
Yep.
You really have to look and search for them, but they are there.
Yes, they
Oh,
are.
I find them very easily. They're like, bam.
Well,
Hmm.
Mine, not so
some
much.
places are
Oh,
they've been ransacked till you have to
oh,
look through them a little bit, but they
Yeah,
are there. They're there. Yes.
they
yeah,
have them at the Dollar Tree. They have them at Dollar General. They have them at Ollie's.
Yep.
yep,
You can get the large print puzzle books, and they would love them.
Yep. And
A
guys, like I
large.
said, it doesn't have to be. I'm sorry. Go ahead,
No,
Coach.
you're fine. Go
It
ahead.
doesn't have to be a large organization to donate to. If
no,
you
No.
don't want to do that, go to your local sheriff's department. My small town, believe you me, cannot be any smaller than anybody else's. We've got one four-way stop. That's it. There's no light, no nothing. One four-way stop. But our local sheriff's department takes those donated items and they will give them to a needy family.
yep,
My local sheriff's department, my town's a little bigger than hers, takes
We're
um,
tiny, tiny.
stuffed, stuffed amigurumi,
Uh-huh.
like a bunny or a bear
Yep.
or something along that line. So it's cutesy. They would not take my Freddy or
Oh, no,
my
not
Jason.
no,
They
nothing.
won't
no,
take my Jason with a knife. They won't take that.
no.
But they will take something cutesy like a bear or
Bunnies,
a bunny
kitties,
rabbit.
froggies, froggies.
They'll take a stuffed dog. They'll take something cutesy, okay,
Well,
that
you wouldn't want
that a child would like.
yeah, you wouldn't want to take a amigurumi with a knife sewed to its hand to a
No, that's
or
more for me.
domestic violence.
That's more for
Right.
me.
You know, that's
But they will take the amigurumis, and they will take a throw blanket.
Yes.
You can take them throw blankets, because if they go up on a traffic accident
Yep.
or on a house fire, then they are available to go in their trunk, pull
Yeah.
out the blanket, and give it to the child. You
And it
know,
does not have to be cold weather for that, folks.
No.
Believe
no,
me, when
No. Not
people's
at all.
houses catch fire and they lose everything they have, 99.9% of them are gonna be in shock. And they
Yes.
need that blanket
yes,
around them to regulate their temperature to keep them from having to go to the hospital.
Yes.
they
About that.
appreciate that. And
Yes.
I have done this for years, donating to them. And I have found best practices is to wrap them in plastic. So, like, each bear in a plastic bag with like a twist tie. I save all the twist ties from my bread.
Yep.
Yes.
I know that sounds dumb, but I do. And then
No,
I'll cut it in
It
half.
doesn't. It doesn't sound dumb.
I
And then
know.
I will cut that twist tie in half, and I will twist it around the bear, and then I'll put the one blanket in another bag, and usually I use a trash bag, and that I could pull and
Exactly.
pull it and
Exactly.
close it.
It ain't gotta be fancy. It's
And
No.
I
just
didn't fancy. This way
just
they
get
can put it in their trunk, and it won't get
don't get
dirty
nasty. Yep.
and everything. And they don't have a problem with it. They can reuse the trash bag for something else,
That's right.
when they give it out. But
That's
it
right.
stays nice and clean in their trunk.
Yeah.
And trust me, the officer that gets it's going to keep it
Yep.
and
It's
not share it with anybody else.
Yep.
They do appreciate it and they love it. My
yeah.
dad was a police officer, and I used to make them for him,
Yep.
and he loved it.
Yep.
He thought it was
It
great.
makes a big difference. It
See.
Every
makes a
time
big difference.
he ran into some kids, you want a bear, you want
And
a
that makes
bear,
them
you
have
want
a
a
good
rabbit,
feeling about police officers. Makes them have a good feeling, a warm feeling toward them. And that's the way it should be. That's
it
the way
is.
it's supposed to be.
From personal experience.
It's always funny when they want your number and your name, because when they run out, they'll
That's
call you for more.
Yes, they will.
They will.
And just from personal experience, my two grandsons were given amigurumi
Yep.
when their mother passed away.
Yep.
Yes.
Very traumatic for little
It's
kids.
very traumatic, and they still have those animals.
That's something they can hang on to. They can
Because
cuddle. They can squeeze and be comforted by.
Yes.
any, anything that officer has to give that child, a stuffed animal or something, the officer gives that kid, that officer had to purchase it
That's right.
out of his own pocket.
That's right.
Yes.
So
Yep.
if you can provide for him blankets, amigurumis, hats, gloves,
Scarves.
scarves to give to a needy family,
Yep.
they
Yeah.
appreciate that.
They know the people that are in need. They
Yes, they
see it
do.
all the time. They
Every
know who needs it and
day.
they know who don't. So
Those officers know who needs what
yes,
on
If
a
you
daily
and
basis.
they can slip it to them without it being intrusive, without it being embarrassing. They can get it to
Yep.
them, and it's just done. It's not going through
yes,
a bunch of federal offices. It's not going through your next door neighbor begging. It's just helping somebody that needs help.
And
if you take them a dozen hats, dozen pair of fingerless
gloves.
gloves,
Yeah,
a dozen scarves, find an officer, give it to them, and say, this is for whoever you think needs it. And
absolutely.
he's going to say
Yes.
thank you. He's going to ask for your name and number, and he's going to contact you whenever he finds someone else that needs that.
Yep,
See,
because
I
they're
have
always finding somebody.
my town is like yours. I have
Mhm.
one blinking light and one stoplight. 6 miles away, I've got a little town called Castleton. They have one traffic light. 6 miles down the other way, they have one blinking light.
Yep. Little
A
bitty
town
stoplight.
6 miles away in New York, they have one blinking light and one stoplight.
They have no. I hate to say they have no tax dollars, but they have no tax dollars. They
They
can't
have
afford
no tax
to buy
dollars.
things like that to help people that need it immediately.
When the
They
college closed on the street behind me, the college closed and they employed thousands of people. There is so much need in all these towns around me.
Yep. And I,
We
that's all
lost,
it takes is one thing to happen like that.
yeah,
People that live paycheck to paycheck, if they lost their job, where would they be? If they lost their
right,
home, what are
yeah,
they going to do? You know,
right.
reach out your
It
hand and help people.
it it doesn't have to be a national disaster.
Right.
No.
That's,
It's an economical disaster.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You hit the nail on that head.
Or it's a natural disaster. Their home got fired, or
Right.
they had a death in the
Could
family.
be
It could
anything.
be anything, anything.
Could
And
be anything.
that's the meaning between a child being cold or being warm going to school,
And
or a
I have
family being warm at night because they don't have any blankets to cover up with.
I
Now,
have been I've been on the receiving end. My daughter passed away 2 years ago. And the crochet and knit community came together.
Yep, we can do this.
And if I start to cry, I'm sorry. But you guys came together and helped my grandchildren
we did what we could, babe.
and helped me.
We loved you.
So
Big hearts.
I love, well, I'm not good at doing this.
You're fine.
That's why I didn't cry.
You're fine.
But you guys all came together and helped my family. And I try to do it for other families, working with the elderly.
Right. And you guys helped me so much.
Well,
So
Like, so.
giving to a lot of these charities is in my heart.
it is good. It's good to pay it forward. It's good to help others. It makes you feel good.
It most
Um, I know not everybody's into doing that, and I understand.
I understand that.
But you know what? It's good to pay it forward.
feel good.
You know,
Yeah.
I did want to throw it out there. When you give crocheted items or knit items to the police officers, sometimes they offer you money. Not all the time, and not every officer.
Please don't take it. Please don't
Don't
take it.
don't take it. Tell them to give it to a needy family.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's what I do. I've been offered money, and I've told them give it to the family that needs these.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
just
now
me.
let's get off our soapboxes, ladies.
Well, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, and I appreciate it. And if you're watching the replay, please leave a comment and leave your thumb and let us know what you think.
Yes, please.
It will take 24 hours before the comments load. When the comments load, there will be links in the comments. Thanks to Zoila
Yes,
for each
really,
of the
thank you, dear.
websites that we were talking about. Zoila is amazing. You guys know her on the YouTube streets. But I want to go ahead and say thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for being wonderful, wonderful supporters. We appreciate you guys. And Connie,
So much.
In a world where you can be anything, guys, be kind. That's all it takes. Just be kind.
awesome. And Sherry,
Smile. Make them wonder what you're doing.
I love that. I love that. And Maureen did text me. She wasn't able to get back on, and she wanted me to tell you guys all that she sends her love. And she says, be the light in the darkness for someone today because you never know. It could be your light that they need to see.
Let's
We
go.
love you all, and we'll see you again next week. Bye
Bye,
now.
guys.
And Jen.
Bye.
I'll be yarning.
Mwah. Bye, guys.